Hello everyone, let's take a look at this problem here. So 4 quarters are equal in value to 10 dimes. Now that is true because quarters are equal to 25 cents each. So I'm gonna make quarters bigger. So quarters. And then dimes are smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 4 quarters, that is equal to $1, right? That is equal to $1, right? Because 0.25 plus 0.25 plus 0.25 plus 0.25 is equal to 1 whole, right? Because that is a fourth of a dollar, fourth of a dollar, fourth of a dollar, fourth of a dollar. Altogether, it's just equal to 1. And then one of these dimes is equal to 10 cents, right? If I have 10 cents, that is actually equal to $1 as well. So now number of quarters, right? Now let's take a look at this one, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make this a little bit easier for us, and then we're going to divide it up in a way that makes most sense to us. So I got 4 quarters, right? So I have 4 quarters, and that is equal to 10 dimes, okay? So I'm going to actually divide this up, right? And I'm going to divide the top by 2 and the bottom by 2. And that is going to give me, 2 quarters per 5 dime. Okay, so every 2 quarters is going to equal to 5 dime. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just erase this a little bit because we all have this. Is this true, right? So if I have 2 quarters, that is equal to 5 dime, like that. And 2 quarters equal to 5 dime, like that. Once again, this looks like a face. I'm just gonna say this looks like, I don't know, like a character's face. Anyways, so 2 quarters and 5 dimes. So 2 quarters and 5 dimes. So that is basically how you do that, right? Now the question is, okay, the question is this: number of quarters. Well, how much is this one? So number of quarters, if I have just 1 quarter, how many dimes is that, right? If I have 1 quarter, how many dimes is that? To make it a little bit simple, I'm just going to divide this one by 2 again. So remember, 2 quarters is equal to 5 dimes. So I'm going to rewrite this. So 2 quarters is equal to 5 dimes. I'm going to divide the top by 2, bottom by 2. And that's going to be 1 quarter is equal to 2.5 dimes. Why? Because 5 dimes divided by 2, I'm going to show you 5 dimes divided by 2 is equal to 2.5, right? So that is equal to 2.5. So 5 dimes divided by 2 is 2.5, which means that 1 quarter is in fact equal to 2.5 dimes. You're like, Mr. Kim, how does that even make sense? Okay, so let me explain that to you. So I'm going to get this one here, move it to the right. So let's take a look, right? I want to divide this into another half because I just want to know what 1 quarter is. But you're like, okay, well, there's 5, right? There's 5, so it doesn't work. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get this dime, and I'm going to essentially have to cut it in half. So I'm going to cut 1/2 here, cut it in half like that. So if you put them together, it's 1 whole circle, but I have to cut it in 2 because I have to make it into 2 groups. That's 1 group here, and that's another group right there, right? So that's a half of a dime. So 2 dimes and a half. 2.5 dimes is equal to 1 quarter, and 2.5 dimes is equal to 1 quarter, which makes sense. If I have 2 dimes and a half, that's 10 cents. That's another 10 cents. And a half of a dime is 0.5 cents. Obviously, you can't cut a dime. But that's actually 0.25 cents, right? Which is equal to 25 cents. 1 quarter. 1 quarter, big quarter, 1 quarter is equal to 0.25. So that is in fact true, right? 2 dimes and a half is equal to 25 cents, which is 25 cents here. So the number of dimes is going to be 2.5 here. And so the answer is 2.5. Yeah, let's go to the next one, right? How about 6/4, right? 6/4. Well, this one's a little bit easier. So I got 2/4. Quarters equals to 5 dimes, right? And we're talking about 6/4, right? So I just have to multiply the top by 3, bottom by, or multiply. Multiply by 3, multiply by 3. 2/4 times 3 is 6/4. 6/4. And then 5 times 3 is 15 dimes, so that's going to be 15. And then finally, 14, right? So 14. So 2/4 is equal to 5 dimes. And then now I want to figure out how many 14/4, right? So that's 14/4. And in order for me to get 14/4, I had to multiply by 7 on the top and the bottom. And 5 times 7 is 35 dimes. And so my answer is 35 dimes here. Now, what does this 1 mean, right? In the table, what does this 1 mean in this context? Well, it actually means that for every 1/4, there are 2.5 dimes, right? So this means for every 1/4, there are 2.5 dimes, right? So that's what that means. Or for every 1/4, or 1/4 equals 2.5 dimes. So, well, that is the solution for this problem, and I hope that helped, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.